So I'm pretty pissed off, and I'm massively annoyed because today, this video was not supposed to be about this. Today's video was supposed to be me putting back together my system, which I've been extremely excited to do. The reason it is down is because the AIO inside of my system, the pump failed and it needed to be replaced. So I ordered a new replacement, which is this item right here. It is the LS720 White by Deepcool. Now, it took 2 weeks to get here. I don't think that I would have ordered it if I knew it was gonna take that long. It didn't say it was gonna take that long, but it ended up taking 2 full weeks for it to arrive. It is the all white version, right? And that's the reason I wanted it, is because my computer is an all white build, so I need all white parts. Now, my problem with this cooler, because it might actually be an extremely efficient cooler, but it's not actually white. Now, in a second, I will open up this box so that you can see what color this CPU actually is. Now, it is a version of white, but it isn't actually white. So whenever you order something that says it's white, when it comes to PC components, they're always the same color. They're this shade of white. It's white, just white, not eggshell white, not tan white, not I've smoked next to it for 10 years white. It is just white. And this is not white. So my problem is that it was listed as white. If you look at the photo in the front here, it appears to be white. Every picture on the Amazon listing that I purchased it off of, it was white. Not a different color white, like this kind of white. So I'm super annoyed that a company as large as Deepcool, they wouldn't tell you that ahead of time. Real quick before I do open this box up, just know that I am being picky, and that's because I should be. You should be picky as well. If you're gonna spend $150 on something, you would want it to look exactly as it's advertised. Now, if what is in this box showed up looking just like what's in this photograph here, we wouldn't be having this video. Right now, you'd be watching me put my system back together and playing some games, and which is what I would much rather be doing right now. But instead, we are doing this because I feel as though you should know. If it's bothering me, maybe it would bother you, so maybe this would help prevent somebody else from making the same mistake I made. So at first glance, when you pull it out, you don't notice it because you don't have it up against anything. But once you go ahead and you test fit how it would look, you immediately see that it's not white, it's like a cream color. So I went to multiple different sites to see the listing for this particular AIO, and nowhere in them does it say anything about the color of this not being white. It just says white. It doesn't say eggshell white. It doesn't say off-white. It doesn't say cigarette tar white. It doesn't say beige, which is honestly what it probably should say is beige. But it just says white. And when you think white, you think these colors, this type of white, the same type of white that you find on this power supply or any other computer component that you will buy for your system, they all come the same color. So I'm not understanding why Deepcool would choose this color rather than a normal white for their AIO, knowing that it's not going to match your build. Now, I went ahead and I reached out to a few people that I know, and I sent them pictures of this just so that I could make sure that I wasn't overreacting, because I was really heated yesterday when I opened this CPU cooler up and saw that it was just not the same color, because I wanted to run push-pull. You can't do it with these fans, especially not with this radiator. They won't match, and I won't see anything in this case but the fact that this doesn't match the rest of the build. So it's going back, and that's why we're not gonna plug it in and test it. Now, it probably runs perfectly. It probably does a fantastic job of moving liquid through the radiator and keeping the CPU cold. We're not gonna test that because this thing's going right back. I don't want this. So tomorrow, I do have a brand new Corsair one coming in, and I didn't really want to use that one because I've seen it a lot, and I wanted something that I don't see usually, and this one had a nice look to it, and I was really hopeful that this was going to be a really, really good CPU for my system. But I'm not going to be able to keep this one. Now, I did go to Deepcool's website and I hit their support button and I filled out a ticket to talk to them about the fact that the listing plus the actual product don't match up. And I also messaged them on the Amazon listing where I bought this particular unit. And on either platform, they have not responded. So their customer service doesn't seem to be very, very good either, especially when you're verified that you have actually purchased the item, they still don't respond. So this thing's going back, and you won't find me buying Deepcool products ever again on this channel. I will actively avoid them from now on. Now, I do want to say I'm sorry that this is more of a negative video than what I usually produce. I like to have more fun on the channel than to be negative. I just wanted to share this experience with you in hopes that maybe if you were looking at a similar AIO or it's something that you're going to look at in the future, you know what you're getting yourself into. Now, like I said before, this might be a fantastic AIO. I wish that we could test it and I wasn't sending it back, but I'm not paying $150 for something that's going to be an eyesore in a case that I use daily. But look out for Saturday's video, which should have been today's video, because we will finally be putting back together my computer and I get to turn her on again. I have missed my computer so much and I can't wait to go ahead and play some games and do some editing on my system instead of using the giveaway computer for all my editing. Oh, and make sure you hit the card up above so that you can watch the video to enter to win the computer that is our giveaway computer right now. But no matter where you are in the world, I hope that you are having a fantastic day, and I will see you in the next video.